different side of Berlin.
Nice. Yeah, again, it's too early to lie.
Martha came from off the farm, ran right up, jumped in my arms. I said, "You're coming home with me today." Martha, you're the sweetest girl, an angel sent down to this world. I love you more than words could ever say.
Tour de Berlin.
Every day is
Leather jackets are in.
Achso, wir machen auf Englisch. Ne?
English only, bra.
Leather
Looks
jackets.
like leather jackets are in again.
Yes.
Where have you been the last 2 years, bro?
I'm still in the puffer jacket area.
Life's just a game you're winning.
Oh, der Kaffee ist ja
Every
toll.
time you look an open door. So run right out, chase the sunlight. Nothing left to do but to ride. Martha, you're the one my heart beats for. Martha, my darling, your name I keep calling. Heartaches forgotten when you out with me. Down in the holler, in mansion or squalor.
Oh, the barista.
So funny, they have a problem with their payment.
So it's for free? So it's for free?
No, of course I have like 10 credit cards. And I was like, let me try another one.
So it's not their problem, it's
Yeah.
your problem. The credit card didn't work.
No, actually the credit cards don't work, only the debit card.
Oh.
But I have it all.
I should too.
Martha, where you are is where I'll be.
I'm surprised it's still so green.
Evening comes, lay your head down, give your weary legs to rest now. Moon is high, but darling, not for long. I will write a song about you, how I could not live with.
Yellow. Oh yeah, Musi. You know what I was thinking? And that's what I like about the daily vlogs. You always get a glimpse into my current thoughts. I was really thinking a lot about all the challenges I'm currently dealing with. And I know that I can get in my head sometimes, right? Like I think that's one of my kind of weaknesses, that sometimes I'm very in my head. And I like this place, you know, I like being in my head. I feel very safe there and I just love like thinking a lot. And once I asked you guys like, how would you describe me in like a few words, or like what's the vibe that I'm giving? And a lot of people said, you're overthinking, you're overthinking, you're overthinking. And I'm definitely overthinking. So the thing I'm currently thinking about, and the thing is I'm also self-aware, so I'm thinking about the thinking. And I'm like, wow, I'm really in my head. I'm gonna show you a TikTok that I saw yesterday where I was like, oh my god, this like changed my life. Not really, but it was so good. I downloaded it and I want to share it with you. So it says, when I'm feeling sad and depressed, but remember this is literally my own brain. I can literally decide what thoughts and emotions to feel because I have free will. And I was like, mind blown. And that's the thing, when you get too much in your own head, you forget that this is all happening here. Like it's in this little space. And then like when I overthink a problem, I get very like, I can get caught up in it. And then I realized that it's such a privilege to think these things and to worry about, let's say, work or like tricky relationships or like whatever you're dealing with. Like we all deal with different things, and it's such a privilege because I remember last year when I had this phase where I was just working so hard and I didn't do well in terms of like health. I told you in another video that once a week I would get these like mystical illnesses, and they were like always on the weekend, which was so weird. And then once it got really, really, really bad and I was so stressed because I was like juggling so many things. And I once had this thing where my belly was hurting, and my belly never hurts. Like I, thank God, I usually never struggle with like any belly issues. And then I realized how awful it is if you do. Like I'm feeling for everybody who deals with this because it's awful. And I had this like belly ache, but also I had this like weird thing throughout my whole body. Like almost like my nerves were all inflamed. And it was such a weird feeling because it went through my whole body. Like very, very, very intense anxiety, but very physical. And I never forget that I thought that I'm seriously ill. Like seriously ill. I was like, oh my god, what if I'm seriously ill? Toy, toy, toy. I went to the doctor. Everything was okay. So I think it was also like something anxiety related. And also like my lifestyle was just insane and very unhealthy. And I think it was my body's way of like shutting down. But I remember how I was so stressed with work. And then I realized in that moment when I thought I'm seriously ill, I realized what a privilege it is to be stressed with work. And I think that a lot of the problems we have are a privilege to be a problem. And obviously I'm speaking from a very privileged perspective in itself. Like sometimes I think about how insane it is that I won the lottery in life. Not just like not being born in like a war zone or with a, I don't know, chronic disease or like, I mean, if you are healthy and you live in the Western world, which I assume if you watch my videos, you know, the majority of my followers is German or American. And I think this privilege is so crazy, and it's even more crazy to forget what a privilege it is. And that's something I've been thinking a lot about, because I feel like I become ungrateful. And when I think about, oh, I'm not doing well, like I suck and I feel unfulfilled, blah, 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 then that's because I am not grateful enough for the smaller things. So then I'm like, oh, I should be grateful. But first of all, you shouldn't be grateful. Like it shouldn't be an obliged feeling to feel, but especially it should be about very, very, very small things. Like it's not like, okay, you can say, for example, oh, I'm very glad that I live in an apartment, blah, 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 or like I have my family, blah, blah, blah. And these are very important things, but like the smaller you get when you think about gratitude, the more you get the perspective how much good is in your life. And that's something I need to work on, because I'm also full of contradictions, and I apologize for that, because I want to be as consistent as I can be, but I am like human and I have different moods. I change, and I remember I was just talking about how I naturally feel the gratitude, and this was true until like a few days ago, and I stopped focusing on the things that I'm grateful for, and I realized that I get off track, and now I'm trying to get back on track. And I think it's also normal, and that's something I want to like be more comfortable with, to be this contradiction. I am a contradicting person. It is what it is, and I think that's also what makes humans so beautiful. And that's something I'm leaning into, because I think, you know, doing social media for like almost 10 years, I was raised in a way like everything that I say, I'm like, oh my god, people would tear it apart. I need to watch every sentence that I say, and I make mistakes, and they happen. And the only reason to avoid mistakes is not saying anything. And I don't know why I am so scared of like showing the sides of me that are, let's say, contradicting or that are lazy. By lazy, I mean like the last few days we've been only ordering in. And I was like, oh my god, can I show this? Like, because I don't just think about the way people will dissect this, but also I feel like the responsibility to be a role model. And then I'm thinking, okay, if a younger person is watching it and she sees me like ordering in all the time, what is she gonna think? Like, is she gonna aspire to, like, I don't know, it's like all these stupid things, and I'm overthinking it. Like, first of all, I'm overthinking it. It's not that deep. It doesn't matter that much. But also, most importantly, before overthinking all these things and taking everything too serious, it's so important to focus on what really matters. And the funny thing is, by like doing these YouTube videos and like talking to the camera, I really most of the time talk to myself. You know, I need to like, how do you call it? Taste my own soup. And it's actually very helpful for me to say these things out loud, so that when I forget it, I remind myself. Like, it's weird, because I feel like I'm kind of talking to myself. And maybe I am. Maybe this is like my way of like self-therapy. But yeah, I think I haven't been as appreciative in the last few days as I should be, and I really want to focus on that. I want to appreciate every single thing, and especially the small things, like the fact that I have fingernails. That is incredible. I mean, so much more, but I'm not gonna bore you with the details. It's just your friendly reminder to appreciate the problems that you have if they're not life-threatening. And yeah, I am now going back to journaling, because you know your girl. She likes a good journaling session. Sam is going for a run. I really don't want to go running. Jürgen is kind of forcing me. I don't have free will.
I think it's good to move.
It's very good to move. I'm very happy that you're forcing me.
Huh?
You're not even forcing me. But I also feel like when it's cold, it's harder to go running. But it will be so good, right?
Exactly.
Maybe we need to simply be more consistent because then we're fit, and when you're fit, running is so much more fun. It's just the part when you're like not consistent.
When did we go run? A week ago.
Yeah, we go like once a week or once every 10 days. Wait, actually, can I see?
Where's your running shoes?
Good question. Okay, the recap for September. I went running
Once.
7 times.
Ah? When?
Like spread out. But that's not bad. Better than nothing. Maybe we
I
should...
have a little light.
Oh, Rusi gets a little light. Because Rusi is of course running with us.
So you're doing that?
Yeah, Rusi, you're gonna be a very fit dog. Oh, this is so cute. Aren't you a cutie pie? You're a cutie pie, Rusi. Cutie pie, Rusi. Ru loves running. The funniest is, I hope I can show you guys because it's the best. So we go running. And Ru loves to run. Like, she loves to move. Similar to me. But the funniest is, when we get home, Ru has the craziest zoomies. Like, her zoomies are insane. I think because, well, Ru's obviously human, but I think it's like when we get home after running and we have that like kick of endorphins and we're just so happy, you know, that happy feeling after running. And Ru is the same. And then she has the craziest zoomies, which is funny because we just ran and then she just like has the funniest jumps and movements and she cannot stop jumping and running. I think Ru's my twin soul. Rusi, we're twin souls. Okay, let's go. Now it's the best part because now I need to... Yeah, it's like the cool down time. And during my cool down period, I always lay down on the floor and I hang out on my phone, and this is the best. Quite exhausted. Ooh. Na 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 na. Oh, I'm so exhausted. That feels so good. It feels so good. Na, na, na. Are you okay? Rosie, are you okay? Rosie, are you okay? Rosie, are you okay? This dog is so funny. What is she doing? So funny. Okay guys, it's starting. Rosie, you are so funny. Okay, I ordered fried, how do you call it? What?
Fried.
What is the name? Jürgen, what is the name?
Spring rolls.
Oh, spring rolls. Duh. Ew, my hair looks disgusting. Sorry. Okay, so the rule with spring rolls is they have to be small. I feel like the difference between small and big is huge. Like the big ones, they don't taste the same. So you have to have the small ones. And then I ordered pho. Do I pronounce it right? Pho.
I ordered pho.
Yeah, it's not a lot of
Soupy.
water. Okay, let's test the spring rolls.
Can you also taste one? Mm-hmm. So kind of.
Oh, perfect. Exactly how you want them to taste.
Mm-hmm.
My god, why did they not add any water? Like there's no soup water. Or did you spill?
No.
Mmm.
Still tasty?
Very good, yes. Okay.